Greetings, fellow Empyreans. I am Ashtarothi, the voice of New Eden, and this is your New Eden news for December 5th, YC124. Rare new ores discovered by Deep Space Survey Group of Upwell Consortium Corporations. Uli Genesis, a group consisting of Ducia Foundry, Eifer & Co., Mortis Legion, and Itiri corporations have announced the discovery of a new range of rare ores bearing concentrated deposits of minerals vital to New Eden's space-based industries. The four corporations established a special deep space survey partnership to carry out the prospecting expeditions at the edges of Empire space, deep in Nullsec, and even in wormhole space. Ducia Foundry, Eifer & Co., Mortis Legion, and Yatiri DEMY are all members of the Upwell Consortium, which includes, as a leading partner, the Outer Ring Excavations Conglomerate. The four corporations of the DEMY Deep Space Survey Partnership are understood to have focused their efforts on areas away from the primary surveying and exploration targets of ore, increasing the overall reach of Upwell's Consortium's combined mineral prospecting efforts. Exploration reports from the DEMY Deep Space Survey teams have detailed remarkable concentrations of new rare ore asteroids around the blue AO-class stars, speculating that space-time distortions set up since the Triglavian invasions, or even the extreme stellar events of Salian and Turner, may be responsible for drawing denser asteroids closer to the core of star systems, more from the eccentric and distant orbits. The main discoveries of the group center on new rare ores containing relatively dense and concentrated deposits of certain minerals vital to space industry operations. Each of the new ore groups have been named for one of the participating corporations in the DEMY Deep Space Surveying Partnership. Ducinium contains concentrated deposits of megasite mineral. Iferenium contains concentrated deposits of zydrine minerals. Mordunium contains concentrated deposits of pyrite mineral. And Yttrium contains concentrated deposits of isogen mineral. In negotiations with the Concord Assembly and Big Four empires, the DEMY Deep Space Survey has agreed to make available the coordinates of significant portions of these asteroid clusters it has identified while retaining exclusive exploitation rights to a large share of the surveyed clusters. Public navigation systems will be updated with the data made available to Concord for a number of border systems, with data for particularly rich clusters associated with the blue AO-class stars also having been handed over due to the sensitivity of such locations since the Triglavian invasions and the Salian and Turner incidents. Moon mineral reserves conservation compromise reached. In a related development, representatives of Upwell and Ore have agreed on a compromise to the long-vexed question of over-exploitation of moon mineral deposits. There have been increasing concerns raised by the Concord Assembly members' states since Ore introduced new high-efficiency targeting and drilling routines into the Upwell Consortium's Athanor and Tatara refining platforms a year ago. The subsequent extraction rates practically doubled yields of moon mining operators, but claims to have laid waste to vast tracts of moon mineral reserves. The agreed compromise reduces the scope of drilling such that yields will be reduced by a quarter, allaying the worst fears of the Concord Assembly, but retaining significant efficiency gains over the older technology. It is believed that the Secure Commerce Commission will update public navigation databases next week, following final agreements between Concord and the DEMY Deep Space Survey Corporations of the detailed breakdown of survey data into public and reserve clusters. The necessary firmware updates to comply with the new agreement over moon drilling and extractions between Upwell, Ore, and the Concord Assembly will also be rolled out in the next week. And that's it for the New Eden News on December 5th, YC124. I have been Ashtarothi, the voice of New Eden, and until next time, I'll see you in space. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. I just wanted to finish this with a bit of a news. I have begun reading the chronicle, the novella of Theodicy on stream. We got about halfway through last time, and you can expect to see chapter by chapter clips of that available on my YouTube over the course of the next few days, and I will be streaming the second half very shortly. Unfortunately, me and my son have both been sick over the last week, which is why you've seen such delays, and I really appreciate all of your guys' patience. I really want to thank everyone for watching these shows and distributing them, showing them around, and getting other people involved in the EVE lore, as it is both intensely fascinating and useful for knowing what is to come. I also want to give an extra special thanks to my following supporters: Abyssus, Arydanika the Queen, J. Kuhn, BlackRoseNoble, Dajat Lemmont, Drake, Golden Age Stories, MidnightSpaceMonkey, NotJustFun, Seedsaplenty, Serenalen with No Eyes, Syliana Vel'ash, Talking in Stations, Nephilim, Grendel, and Zaul Nex, as well as my Immortal tier supporters, Ebo1337 and Rid. Thank you all so much. And once again, I have been Ashtarothi, and until next time, I will see you in space.